British Airways gets a bad reputation these days for cutbacks, penny pinching, and poor value for money. In the online space especially, British Airways has become a bit of a punching bag, but I want to find out for myself, how good is this airline that was once described the best in the world?
And you find me here at Dublin Airport, where unfortunately things have already started to go a bit pear-shaped, because I booked this flight from Dublin via Heathrow to Boston. It was meant to be on British Airways A380 in first class, and at the very last minute they've changed it from an A380 to a 787, and on top of that they've taken away my window seats because there's only 8 first class seats on the 787. So they've taken away my window seat, so now I've got to go and try and get it back. We'll see how today goes, but BA, you're not off to a good start. I hope the service and everything can make up for it. I'm still very hopeful. So let's go get checked in, get over to Heathrow for our first leg. We're in business class because they don't do first class between Dublin and Heathrow, so we're in business class on the A321, and then we'll be on a 787 over to Boston in British Airways first class. Let's go. Okay, now we have to find the check-in for British Airways. It says it's 28 and up at 35, so let's go get to the British Airways check-in desk. I see it right now. Hi there. Just to check in, please. Also got a phone because I think the aircraft changed between London and Boston. I think it was random allocation at the time, but I had previously selected a window seat just to see if my request had gone through at all. Alright, so go to the check-in desk at London. Yeah, so best things to go to the London check-in desk. Okay, perfect, thank you. Perfect. Which got access to?
The lift area.
Okay, perfect, thank you. Thank you very much, cheers. I've got the tickets now. They said to go and check in Heathrow to see if we can get my window seat. It's not looking great, but I'm still fingers crossed. If not, we can still make this work. They just won't be able to get the takeoff and landing, unfortunately, but we can still make this work. Let's go through security now and then see if we can get into the lounge. We've got about an hour and a half to wait until the flight.
This leg being in business class, we do have access to fast track security here in Dublin Terminal 2.
Through security, now we've got lounge access, so let's head over to the lounge. You can see the lounge is there next to US pre-clearance, because of course Dublin Airport has pre-clearance for the US, which I think should be more of a thing. I know they were talking about getting it in Edinburgh for a while, so I would really like to see it in Edinburgh, though I don't know where they put it. Edinburgh is bursting at the seams, but it's good they got it here in Dublin. But anyway, let's go get a lounge.
In Dublin, BA business class ticket holders have access to the Aer Lingus lounge, both airlines being a part of the IAG group. And this early in the morning, I was in need of a caffeinated wake-me-up.
Okay, so we got sat down here in the Aer Lingus lounge. BA has access to the Aer Lingus lounge in business class. Get a good view of everything beyond the pre-clearance boarding area. We've got about an hour and a half, so just got myself some coffee and gonna do a bit of work on the laptop. I'm not gonna have breakfast because I think I'm gonna get breakfast on the plane and then in the lounge at Heathrow. Be too much food for me, I think, if I had breakfast here and then breakfast on the plane, breakfast at the lounge and then breakfast on the plane again. It would just be a bit too much. But yeah, just gonna have my coffee, do a bit of work on the laptop and be on our way to Boston. Well, be on our way to Heathrow first, then Boston.
While having my coffee and admiring the apron view, the time for boarding was fast approaching.
Okay, we've had a sit down in the lounge, now let's go to the gate. Let's go. Thank you very much. Cheers. I'm thinking I need to go to the check-in area at Heathrow, which means I can't just straight connect. I need to leave airside, go landside, go to the first class check-in area and see if I can get my seat back. We'll make it work if we don't get a seat, but I do want to try and get that seat. I did put in a request for a window seat, so I do want to try and get my window seat. Okay, it looks like we're going to be at a bus gate, so let's go see about getting on the bus and getting on over to Heathrow. It looks like boarding's already started, so. Hello. Okay, we are now in the gate area of gate 335, and it's gate F, which is second from last, which is pretty normal for this channel to have gates at the very far end of terminals, so let's go get on board.
This is the boarding engine British Airways flight BA82 staff London Heathrow.
Hello.
Great, go ahead.
Thank you. Here we are then, flight number 1. Let's go over to Heathrow.
Hello sir.
Hi there, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Board now the British Airways A321. It is the typical A321 Euro business class. The middle seat locked out. Yeah, should be fine for the hour or so flight over to Heathrow, and then try and get our seat sorted on the 787. But don't worry, this isn't going to be a review of this. If you want that, I've got that on the channel somewhere. But it should be comfortable enough for a flight over to Heathrow.
Taking off out of Dublin, we have a quick 1 hour hop over to London Heathrow. Just quickly, if you're liking this video, then why not go ahead and subscribe to stay up to date with all my travels. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Landing into Heathrow Airport, I have a roughly 2 hour 30-minute wait here, so I definitely knew I had time to head to the BA check-in desk to see about getting my window seats back.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Okay, and we are now in the check-in area of T5. Let's go to the first class check-in area for British Airways. See if we can get our seat back. I'm not entirely hopeful, if I'm honest, but you don't get if you don't ask. That's my philosophy, so let's go see if we can get our seat back.
In Heathrow's Terminal 5, British Airways has its own dedicated first class check-in area.
Hello there. Just to check in again, because apparently I've got a seat change.
Oh, they're busy.
They're busy. This way. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Number 1 to number 1.
Number 1, thank you very much. Hi there, just to check in please, if that's okay. I checked in Dublin, but I requested a... because the aircraft got changed, I requested a window seat.
Okay, let's
And I'm not sure if the request has gone through or not. Yeah, they said they put in a request in for 1A or something. Yeah.
So yeah, it's not a window, it's the middle
Yeah.
one, two.
Okay. Is there any windows available at all?
At the moment, no.
Even just for the takeoff and landing. Those are the two main bits.
Not at the moment, no.
Okay.
Yeah, speaking to the cabin crew, they're going to be your
Yeah.
best bet, to be
Okay.
honest.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very
Alright,
much.
have a lovely
Cheers.
day,
I can
anyway.
go this way, can't I?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
After not much luck, but with ticket in hand, I head for the dedicated first class security.
Hi there.
The escalators.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Here we are then, first class area of Heathrow T5 for British Airways. Looks very nice. It's very dark though, very dark. But it's nice. Let's go see what the lounge is like.
Straight after security, you get into the lounge and are met with this horse with a lamp on its head. I'm not sure what this is about. Then you are straight into the first class lounge. In the lounge here, you have a nice atmosphere with there being plenty of seating and a good variety of food and drink options available. While the lounge was looking nice, it was fairly busy, so I decided to head to the other first class lounge known as the Concorde Room.
Hey there. Thank you very much.
The Concorde Room definitely has a more intimate and quiet feeling than the regular first class lounge, and here there is a restaurant-like section where you can get food made to order.
Hi there. Hi there. Perfect, thank you. That's great, thank you very much.
Once sat down in the dining area, I was presented with a very extensive menu.
You got sat down here in the Concorde lounge and gonna have a bit of food. They have a dining area, so going to go with that. Got champagne. As you saw, we didn't manage to get our window seat, so unfortunately, but I think this will do. This is quite nice. I'll actually tell you the price that I got this ticket for, because for BA first class, you're not going to believe the price I got this for. But anyway, going to enjoy my champagne, and I've got some food arriving. Okay, my food has arrived and I've got scallops, which is just one of my favourite things in the entire world, being from Scotland, obviously. So let's give these a try. They're actually really, really nice. Those scallops were delicious. Absolutely delicious, cooked to perfection. It's really hard to get a scallop wrong. Scallop mainly relies on the freshness of it. If you want the freshest scallops, I've definitely had better scallops, but for Heathrow, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But anyway, let's give the Caesar salad a try. I got a Caesar salad because I wanted something quick, because I only got an hour and a half between the flights, and half an hour of that was taken up with the check-in, so just got an hour. So gonna enjoy this and then head down to the gate and get on the flight over to Boston, see what the first class is like on BA 787. That was delicious. I cannot even put into words how nice that was. One of the best Caesar salads I've had in a long time. Scallops had better, but they were still very, very nice. Cannot complain. I say it a lot, but genuinely can't complain. There's no complaint to be had. The only thing I can complain about is the aircraft being changed from an A380 and losing my window seat. I know I bang on about it a lot, but I think if you are booking a first class product in long-term advance, then you should expect to get what you pay for, because these tickets are a lot of money. Like, ridiculously a lot of money, so I think people should get what they pay for. Airlines can't really say that aircraft type isn't in consideration for a lot of people. Nowadays, it is. So, make of it what you will, but that's the only thing I can complain about. Food-wise, ground experience-wise, can't complain at all. It has been seamless, flawless, very hospitable, all the way through. I've also got myself a dessert, which looks absolutely fantastic. It's apparently the Concorde Winter Malbra, which is very nice. Give this a try anyway.
Yeah.
That is very, very nice. Very, very nice. Fruity, creamy with ice cream, warm with ice cream, dried fruits. And I've also given this, I believe it's port, a pairing with it, so we'll give this a try. Oh, that's very sweet as well. Very, very nice. Okay, we've had a fantastic, fantastic lunch in the Concorde Lounge, but now it's time to get down to the gate, so let's get down there, let's go. So apparently we are gate A10, which is right down the other end. I've had a couple of glasses of champagne, I'm not speaking properly. I'm genuinely of the opinion that first class travel is just an excuse to get absolutely sloshed while you're travelling. I mean, not that British people would need that excuse anyway, but I think that's the main reason.
Getting to the gate, boarding was just starting, and today it would be a bus gate out to the plane.
This is 1, 2.
Perfect, thank you very much. Yeah, no worries.
One thing I am confused about with classes and bus gates, why would you board by group just to put everyone on the same bus? I'm not sure I understand the point of that. An entirely first world problem, I know, and I'm by no means complaining. It just seems odd to me. After a short bus ride across the apron, our Boeing 787 was waiting on stand.
And one, are you,
I could take that.
thank you so much. Welcome on board. Thank you so much.
Getting on board British Airways first class section, the seating is laid out in a 1-2-1 configuration.
Or 1A, is it?
Yeah, but it's 1A.
I mean, if it's free, I'll see.
No, we're absolutely full, so I don't think they'd like you sitting on their
Yeah,
lap.
request it so.
There we are.
Yeah, perfect, thank you. Okay then, here we are on BA's first class. The seat itself is... I don't think we can say that we're not pushed for room. We've got plenty of room here. We've got reading light, storage, controls for the seat. We've got a little lamp. Controls for the seat there, lighting controls, plenty of charging. The leg room is extremely ample, a brilliant amount of legroom. But yeah, should be a good flight this over to Boston.
Once on board, the crew handed out some light snacks and a glass of champagne. Also left at each seat was a set of headphones, bedding, pyjamas and an amenity kit. A hot towel was also given out, as well as the first class menu, which for this 7-hour flight has a very extensive array of food and drink options to choose from. In the IFE system, it is a bit old, but there is a good variety of TV shows and movies to choose from, and my favourite thing, the moving map. Soon after everyone was on board, the safety video was played, and I was very happy to see that Scotland gets to make an appearance.
Do I smell the winds of war? I see smoke on the horizon.
Smoking, including e-cigarettes, vaping, and the use of other smoking devices, is not permitted at any time whilst on board.
And while this was being played, we were pushed back to taxi our way out to the runway for takeoff.
This is the brace position!
Taking off out of London Heathrow, flight time to Boston should be about 7 hours.
If there is anything we can do to make your journey more comfortable, please let us know.
Okay, so we've just taken off out of London Heathrow. Flight time to Boston should be 6 hours and 30 minutes. Crew looks like they're just about to start the first meal service. There's 2 meal services on this flight, but the first meal service is the main meal, and they're just taking drinks orders at the moment. So we'll see what's available and select something for dinner. I think I know what I want from the menu. I showed you the menu there. I think I know what I want. Hi there, yeah.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Yourself?
Well, thanks. I'm Alec, part of the team with Select.
I've got a connecting flight to New York.
Yes, you
Yes.
want to make sure you get some dates.
Yeah.
We give about an hour and a half to sit there.
Okay,
Alright,
perfect.
Back to you and talk to you.
Perfect, thank you very much. Okay, so it turns out I was wrong. There isn't actually a set time for eating. You can choose when you want to eat, basically whenever. So I'm going to have something to eat sort of like half an hour into the flight, and then have a sleep or do some work on my laptop, then get a light snack before landing. I think that's the best way of doing it.
Taking a look through the amenity kit, it comes with this very nice bag and includes loads of skincare and wellness products.
Okay, now me being from Aberdeenshire, I couldn't not have the Brewdog Speedbird Transatlantic IPA. Give this a try. I've had it before, but years ago. That's really nice. It's really smooth beer. Another thing as well is, don't know if I've got it on my lip. Another thing as well is Brewdog's been taken over recently, so I don't know how long Speedbird will remain on British Airways, because I've been doing a lot of cuts in the business. As an Aberdeen boy, I severely hope that Brewdog continues to supply the flag carrier of the UK. It's a good thing that the northeast of Scotland can provide just a little something for British Airways. So it's a tomato and ricotta tartlet, which looks very nice. We'll give this a try. That was really nice one. It was a good spot. I'm gonna wait for Miss Carter now, and then on the main course.
Would you like a glass of wine? Feels like it's
Oh.
there's a whole magnet thing going on there.
Don't know.
What is that?
I know.
That's really strange. I've never.
Magnetic personality, that's what it is.
Would you like a glass of wine with your meal or a soft drink?
Yeah, what would you recommend?
Red.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Let's
Perfect,
some
thank
still water.
you. Yes, please, if you don't mind. Perfect, thank you. That's great, thank you very much. Thank you. My lobster souffle has arrived, and it looks fantastic. Let's give this a try. That is lovely. That is absolutely delicious. As a starter, that was fantastic. You cannot put a foot wrong with that. That lobster-based souffle was on the money, on the money. I'm actually really looking forward to the main course now. This is the duo of lamb with a side of roast vegetables. Right, let's get stuck into this. I do notice that the table moves about though, which is gravy over potatoes. Yorkshire would approve of what I'm doing right here.
Good afternoon, everyone. As we're passing through an area of clear air turbulence, could I please ask you to return to your seat, not be used while the seatbelt signs are illuminated. This is for your own safety and for the safety of the customers around you.
After the turbulence died down, the lights were dimmed and I got my last course. I went for the cheese. I also got myself a glass of whiskey. After this, another hot towel was given.
Well, the crew have just dimmed the lights, as you can see. Had dinner. It was cheese or a dark chocolate bar or some ice cream, and I thought I'd go with the cheese, so just had the cheese. Made me get a quick nap. Yeah, then the light meal before landing. So, yeah, it's been a pretty good flight this, I think, so far. Got about 4 hours, 18 minutes to go, so it's about just under halfway there. It has been pretty good so far. Here we are in the bathroom of British Airways 787 in first class, and I must say, it kind of looks like any other 787 bathroom. It's a bit more spacious, but yeah, there isn't anything special. You've got everything that you would normally expect, as well as a few amenities. Yeah, that's all there is, really, to be honest. I can't see anything here that would be outstanding first class related, toilet, bathroom, whatever you want to say. But anyway.
Getting back to my seat, the crew had turned the seat into its lie-flat bed position and also left another hot towel to freshen up.
Crew have put the seat into a lie-flat position and it's reasonably comfortable, to be honest. I cannot really put a finger on what's wrong with this setup. The seat itself is super comfortable, so it acts like a mattress anyway, and I kind of prefer a firm mattress when I'm sleeping, so I don't really mind it. I'm not even hitting the bottom of the bed yet, and I'm 5'11", so yeah, it's good. It's good. But yeah, British Airways first class, when you're on the plane, apart from everything around it with all the bureaucracy and changing of stuff and everything, when you actually get on it, it's pretty comfortable. I can't really fault it, so yeah, if you can get a decent first class price, go for it. But anyway, I'm going to go for a little nap just now, and then the light meal will be served just before landing. So I'll be arriving to Boston in about 3 hours, so get a nap just now. No magnetic cutlery this time.
Huh?
No magnetic cutlery this time. That was weird.
Would you like any warm bread?
No, that's fine. Thanks.
Okay, let me take this away to your local space.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, the coffee won't be a moment.
Perfect, thank you very much. Okay, the crew have just come around with the light meal service. I've got Scotch egg and then the chicken tikka pie to finish. It looks really nice, so I'm just going to tuck in because we've only got about an hour and 15 minutes until we land. I did actually have quite a good sleep, so I'm going to have this and then we'll be landing into Boston. So here we have the main course of the light meal. Chicken tikka pie looks very nice again,
and I'm happy to report a cup of coffee was also served.
It's hot, but it's very nice.
As we were around 40 minutes to landing, the crew served the final course, some chocolate profiterole rolls. A pre-arrival hot towel was also given.
We are 30 minutes from landing, and what can I say? The crew have been fantastic on this flight. Absolutely brilliant. You can forgive the little things when the crew's like that and the food's like that, and you're just made to feel cared for properly by the crew. Yeah, it makes a big difference. I still can't really forgive the messing around by BA, but that's behind the scenes BA. That's like the company itself, rather than the crew on this flight. This flight's been fantastic. I can't fault it, really. Just can't. It kind of dissuades a lot of the people out there that keep banging on about how BA has gone downhill. It may have gone downhill from where it was, but it was the best airline in the world at one point. You can only go down from there. Is it still a good airline? I mean, in first class, absolutely. The people that complain about it, I genuinely don't know what they're complaining about. Honestly don't know. But anyway, we're just about to land into Boston.
And soon the crew made the cabin ready for landing. If you've made it this far into the video, then why not consider becoming a YouTube channel member or a Patreon? It all goes into making videos like this one, plus you'll be getting access to some exclusive content.
That's great, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, I love Boston Airport. I've been through here so many times. Funnily enough, that, when I got off my Hawaiian Airlines flight a couple of years ago, that is the spot I had to pick my phone up, because I left my phone on the plane. Luckily, the attendants on Hawaiian Airlines gave my phone to the ground crew. So I was rushing all through the terminal trying to find my phone, and there was 3 people standing there trying to figure out how to get into my phone. Trying to figure out the passcode and everything. Good memories. Good memories. Oh, cool air. I love the terminal, but that terminal is absolutely roasting. Anyway, I've got a quick connection now down to New York on American Airlines. Not going to show too much of that flight because I've done American Airlines domestically a couple times now. But we'll get down to New York, get to my hotel, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on British Airways then. I'm staying in New York tonight because tomorrow I have a flight over to LA. So it's a pretty packed trip because then after LA I'm off to Atlanta for AVCON. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, there we have it, people. I don't know what this is. I'm going to have a look at it and see what this is in a minute. But there we are, people. British Airways in their first class, along with my little adventure to get to Newark. But anyway, what do you think of that? I thought it was a pretty good service. The problem with all first class things though, as nice as they are, the products, I can't fault BA for the product really. It's a bit old, it's a bit worn, but they are, I believe, updating them. So if it is going to be updated, then it will be a pretty good product if they maintain the soft products like that. This is BA we're talking about, so that is a big caveat to whether they do maintain the soft product. Also, must be said, I was meant to be on a 380 and they took away my window seat prior to getting on board and I wasn't even notified, which for a first class ticket I think just it's not on. It's not a good look. But actually being on the plane was fine. The crew were fantastic, the food was great, you were just waited on constantly. Whenever you wanted it, press the bell button and they were there instantly, so can't fault it for that at all. But back to my original point, being a first class product, it does suffer from what all first class products suffer from, and that is the cost value proposition. Unless you get it like I got it for £1,000, which was cheaper than the business class for this specific flight during the BA sale from Dublin. Unless you can get it for a really good price, there is no value proposition. You're not getting your £7,000 or £8,000 worth of goods and services out of it. So yeah, as much as I like it, can I really recommend it? I struggle to recommend first class products. What I will say is it does dispel a lot of the, let's be honest, whinging a lot of people do about British Airways. It has its faults, like I've mentioned, but there is a lot of good in there, and a lot of good that wipes the floor with a lot of airlines. So it is a good product, but won't be in a rush to spend £7,000 or £8,000 on it. But anyway, people, you let me know your opinion of BA's First Class down below. And if you like this video and my little escapade, then you should check out this video here. And as always, people, we will see you all in the next one.